What did you think about the preview? I thought it was alright. I was very hyped in my reaction to it, if you watched that. But upon, conferring with other partners and whatnot, I've realised that it's just a bit meh in terms of making the game better. As a whole, it might not do the job because, I don't know, I just think it's adding a lot. Like the mysteries are cool, and I like that the world is actively going to be changing around us, like the Golden Sands becoming covered in fog. But I think they're driving too much of a story game narrative. They're making the game seem like it's a come online, play with people while you complete a story, right? Like an open world, just doing stories, no PvP. That's how the game is being portrayed at the moment. And I think that's terrible and a really, really, really big mistake. People that are seeing the advert or the preview for 2022, they're just going to see that and think, oh, okay, just going to log on, complete some stories, participate in the lore, and, play with people. They're not going to expect to fight, because that's not what Rare tell them. They don't tell them or even hint that there's going to be fights. I think they're just driving too much of a story game co-op narrative, and it's taking away from what Sea of Thieves truly is, and that's a pirate game where anything can happen. But nowadays it's a pirate game where alliancing happens, or a pirate game where the minority participate in PvP. Because the rest of the people just run away and think it's toxic to fight. People say that PvPing is toxic. Like, how ridiculous is that? How is PvPing toxic? And the only reason they have that opinion is because of how story-driven the game is. That's what I'm saying. I think Arena being, removed, will make these players realize that they are going to fight. They are going to get into PvP now. And realize that it's not just a PvE, come on, do some story stuff game. Yes, it is Sea of Thieves, not Sea of Friends. I think too many people use that argument in the wrong way. A lot of people say it's Sea of Thieves, and that they think that the game being called Sea of Thieves warrants sinking everyone on the site and stealing everyone's loot, and everyone has to come into the game with the mindset of sinking everyone. That's not the case. You come in here and you do what you want, right? You don't need to fight everyone. I don't fight everyone. Yes, of course, PvP's good, toxic PvP's bad. But I think the reason why people are toxic in PvP is because no one does it anymore. That's the reason people are toxic when they PvP, because no one does it anymore. So they get pissed off when everyone runs away. Because they're running away, they become toxic. It's a cycle, it's a circle, it's a never-ending circle. People don't PvP. People that do PvP are toxic when they sink someone. Someone gets sunk by a toxic person and doesn't want to PvP anymore, therefore they call for PvP to be removed. Therefore they don't partake in PvP anymore. Therefore they keep running, and therefore people keep getting annoyed that they are running. Do you see what I'm saying? 90% of this stems from all of Sea of Thieves advertising, trailers, all the trailers, all the advertising is stories, lore, and tall tales. At least that's how I view it. That's what I think. My definition of toxic PvP is spawn camping and not trying to sink. Just sitting there spawn camping. No holes, saving their boat. I think a lot needs to be changed. And I think the game also is somewhat of a dead end. I don't see how it improves from here. Like, the content of the game can improve, but I don't know how the gameplay can improve. I enjoy it, I just don't see how the gameplay is going to get any better. What would I change / improve in the game? PvP objectives and game modes. Give people a reason to PvP. Reward me for sinking enemy ships. Reward me for killing people. I think the only way to improve the game is to tell people, like, is to straight up say to the community, hey, you are going to fight people. There are rewards for fighting people. At the moment, what do you get for fighting people that PvE doesn't give you? You can have fun PvEing, you can have fun PvPing, you can get loot PvPing, you can get loot PvEing. What does PvE give you that PvP doesn't? Cosmetic rewards. What is the reason for progression in Sea of Thieves? Cosmetic rewards. That's the only thing you get in this game. The only thing you get in this game is cosmetic rewards. Reputation levels you up to get better quests, to get more gold from these quests, to spend that on cosmetic rewards, to get better sniper skins, better ship skins. That is why people do PvE. PvP gives you nothing that PvE doesn't. It's fun to sink and kill, yes, but it's also fun for people to sit there and do PvE quests all day. Fun isn't restricted to PvP, but if you sink a ship you can steal treasure, but if you go and sit on the edge of the map and grind all day, you can get treasure. Getting treasure isn't limited to PvP, but it gets boring after a while. Not for everyone. Yes, there are going to be people who don't enjoy PvPing, but the reason specifically why they wouldn't enjoy PvPing is because there's no reason for them to anyway. It might be more enjoyable with an incentive, like skin ships, like ship skins, right? People might be more invested in PvP to get those skin ships. Fuck! People might be more invested in the PvP if they know they're going to get some ship skins from it. Therefore, it will be more enjoyable. It's not enjoyable because it gives you nothing that PvE doesn't. For most people, they don't care about the fun of sinking people when they can just go off and PvE their friends. Do you get what I'm saying? The reason why it's not fun is because there is no reason to do it. If there was a reason to do it, people might enjoy the grind, therefore enjoy the PvP, and then once they actually engage in the PvP, they might realise that it's actually fun. But what do you do when you have all the PvP rewards? Well, that's another problem they'll have to face, isn't it? I want to say this, right? Giving this PvP update wouldn't make the game amazing because it might start a meta of everyone sinking, right? And then all the people that want to PvE would get driven away from the game because suddenly there's an influx of people trying to PvP to get these cosmetics. The game solely becomes a PvP game for like a month and a half. And then all those people who wanted to PvE leave the game. Which is why I'm saying there's no way for Sea of Thieves to get better. Like, there's literally nothing that they can do. If they add PvP stuff, everyone goes to PvP. If they add PvE stuff, people continue PvEing and complain about PvP. And if they add PvP, everyone's going to complain about the PvP and quit the game. So there's nowhere they can go. Sea of Thieves is at a dead end. There's nothing they can do. I mean, yeah, Arena is a PvP thing that gives you rewards. However, they put it in a separate game mode, so no one in Adventure expects to PvP because Arena was a thing. They screwed up by making Arena. People expect to go to Adventure and have a chill session and not PvP because Arena existed. They would expect everyone who wanted to PvP to PvP on Arena because that was the reason for the game mode. So when people eventually when people got in fights in Adventure, they would complain.